Hi good people, my name is Nick Canali and once again welcome to 24-bit, and today we have an interesting discussion happening and we have a lady on set. First, I'm Nick Canali. I blog at techtrends.co.ke.
I'm Mercy Rope. I'm a digital marketer at Legibra.
I'm Emmanuel Chenze. I blog at 100kenya.com.
Yes, and today we're basically talking about e-commerce. So we want to talk about the state of e-commerce in Kenya, our experiences, what the e-commerce inside Kenya are doing wrong, what are they doing right, and what they need to do better. And before I forget, we're at Legibra. So if you're looking for things to do with, tell us what you guys do.
We're a website design and a domain hosting company. What makes us unique is that we are really professional. We have the experience and we really like to work with clients, build a relationship and grow with them. So welcome.
Yeah. So if you're looking at working on an e-commerce site in future, you can talk to them.
Yeah, definitely.
But welcome. So guys, it's all about e-commerce. I mean, how would you describe the sort of e-commerce in Kenya right now?
I'd go first. I'd say it's there's a lot of copy pasting going around.
Really?
Yes. A lot of our customers who have e-commerce websites have complained that the dropping point, or where people seem to leave the website, is that form that you sign for the delivery or for the shipping of the product. So you find that people are being asked for zip codes and things that are quite irrelevant. Yeah. So people are just there and they're struggling and I'll just go to the store. So that's one of the main issues, what they might be doing wrong. What they're doing right, however, is that we've seen a lot of responsiveness across devices. People are starting to pay attention to that. That's given that we have a very mobile-centric country. I think that's very important that we have e-commerce websites that are responsive. That's what they're doing right.
Interesting.
I'll start by agreeing with our last point. Like we are a mobile-centered country, yes, and the biggest e-commerce players have actually, the experience on mobile is so good. Jumia is using progressive web apps. So when you go to the Jumia site on your mobile phone, it's just like you're having the app. The experience is the same. You don't get like a disjointed experience or anything. So like there, it's really good. And even when you branch off to others like OLX, still get the same thing. Safaricom's Masoko has undergoing lots of changes since it started, and the experience on mobile is also good. Now, her earlier point about how they go about it, yes. It's the other day some lady called me from Masoko asking for my feedback since I've shopped quite a bit with them, and the number one thing I told her after my errands on other experiences was, when I was signing up, I found the experience tedious. One, they were asking for too much information than I was willing to give. They even asked for your ID number. I found that it was the first time I was signing up for any e-commerce service in this country and someone was asking for an ID number. Then there are the other merchants who just want to get a site, they get a template, and they don't even bother to localize it. So you find that's why the issue of zip codes arise. Like, what the hell am I doing with a zip code in this country? Exactly. For those who shop abroad, they get asked for zip codes to localities over there, let's say in the US and all that. But here, really, a zip code, just go with something that you can relate with. But the uptake of e-commerce is interesting because for me the experience over the last 4-5 years has been that we've moved from not really trusting shopping online or just getting anything online and needing to walk into a physical store to actually being in a position where we trust them, but now we are picky about where we go based on our experiences. So for me it's positive growth. Now it's up to the players to match up the customer's expectations. Because one, you're coming to a customer whose chances are they don't have prior experience shopping online. Yes. So you need to factor that in, and the onus is on you to educate them and have them on your side, not the other way around. Because people to win their trust takes time. And two, you need to deliver on everything else because there are conveniences. If I'm in town, I can just walk into any shop, get what I want. Or if it's not there, talk with the shop owner or the attendants there, and they can tell me tentatively when I can get it, and I'll go there and I'll get it. So if you're coming online, you need to replicate the same experience and make it even better. That's why I'd come next time.
Yeah, but
otherwise I'd shop the way I've shopped my entire life, which is
I mean, we see so many people rant online about, using a particular online service to, e-commerce service to do this. And so people make so much noise. But you actually think these e-commerce sites take their time to educate their customers, or to educate their potential customers about this and this? I mean, do they ever incorporate this feedback they get from, consumers?
I'd say some do take their time to educate. There's an e-commerce platform called Skyworld. So they actually have a help section where I think they're taking the Shopify model, so they're kind of having e-commerce sellers or vendors.
Sky Garden.
Yeah, Sky Garden. Yeah. So they have the vendors, or is it the merchants, on their platform, and now they try to educate them how best they can push their products and all that. So that's, I can say, they're taking care of their clients. But whether or not they respond to the feedback, I'm not really sure.
I think the disconnect here is because for most e-commerce platforms, the way they usually operate, like even if you look at global powerhouses like Amazon, is I'll have a platform, and then I have you guys who are sellers. So your merchants, you come, you parade your wares on my platform, and then I am your link. I'm the link between you and the buyers. So what happens is the buyers tend to identify with the platform owner, or the people who run the platform. And a lot of the buyers don't even realize these other guys are not in any way related even to the platform. It's just a platform for you two to meet. So a lot of the feedback that is meant for the merchants goes to the platform owners. Because the platform owners do make a lot of effort to improve their platforms. Like look at Masoko when it launched and now. Yes, look at Jumia when you first shopped on it and now. So they do their homework, but have the merchants changed their behavior? So that's really the disconnect. So a good point will be, maybe if there was effort by both the platform owners and the merchants to reach out to their customers. So if there's a survey on Jumia or Masoko or Alex, it will be to rate that particular merchant, not the service on the platform. So in addition to the service on the platform, because the platform will get better, but the merchants, there's usually a disconnect. Like most of the times when you come online to rant that your item is delayed, it's most of the time it's not even the fault of the platform owners. It's the merchant. They took their time to deliver the product to the platform owners who need to get it to you. So in the end, the entire thing gets slow. But you'll point your fingers to the person who took your money, who is the platform owner. So gets mixed up there. But we need to be able to rate these particular merchants. Just like we can do on eBay. On eBay, you see a seller's reputation and all that. That needs to come here. Because something I've discovered, if you go to Masoko, you'd find merchant A. If you go to Sky Garden, you still find merchant A. If you go to Jumia, you'll find merchant A. Is on those platforms, yes.
But I thought,
but the experiences on those platforms are different. But how that merchant behaves might still be the same. So if I sell substandard products here, I'll still sell them on platform B and elsewhere. And then people just say Jumia is bad.
But I thought, from the other week I was having a conversation with someone from Jumia, and she was telling me, they have warehouses, right? So I thought, they have these warehouses, they keep these products.
But it's not every product. That one is actually a tried model. It's what Amazon does. So that shipping is faster, you get some of the most in demand products in your warehouses. So if someone orders, the movement is from warehouse to the customer's place instead of being from merchant to warehouse to customer's place. You've cut a process. It happens everywhere. It's a tried and tested model, and it works. But there are still those items that you won't find on such a basis. But like fast moving items, they stay in the warehouse so that when you order, your order is being processed 48 hours, 72 you have it. But that's not the case for every other order.
Now let's talk about the concerns. I heard you mention about giving us so much information when you're shopping online. For even us, your experiences, even both of you, even me myself. What are your main concerns when you're doing this online shopping?
That they're asking for all that information and they don't even have an SSL certificate. So that data is not encrypted.
I see what you're doing there. But it's true. Very, yes.
So that security aspect is very. I mean, there are a lot of e-commerce.
You're giving them
in
even
Kenya.
the address to where you stay or work,
And it's not.
and it's there for everyone's taking.
Yeah.
But is it that with even like when I was coming here or any building I visit, I have to give out my ID number, my phone number. Even if you have a card, you have to give a card. I mean, it's
Yeah, but on the internet it's really risky when you don't have something as basic as a security certificate. It means anyone who just wants your details. And the worst bit is for an e-commerce site, you could even be storing payment details.
yeah.
So someone will go buy a car off your credit card, right?
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, you know, when you think about it, it's scary. And why they get away with it more so locally, you don't hear uproar over these little security concerns, is because the users isn't at that level where they are very much aware of this. Yes. But one day the user will catch up. For now, where a few of us, these are the things that hit our heads, but it's a bigger concern than anything else.
And then the worst part, that SSL certificate goes for 1,500 only. So why? Is it just carelessness? Is it just why?
But maybe I think the e-commerce sites, for example, like Jumia, Masoko, they should take their time and educate users about this. Do they do that? They tell users about it.
I'd want Masoko is pretty young, so I'd want to know what Jumia has been doing. Yeah.
Or even Kilimall. Kilimall has been there for a while.
Yeah, Kilimall is what, 3 years old?
Yeah, 3 years.
Yeah. I don't know, but they do need to do. For in our case, like in this country, the user awareness is number one, and whoever is going to do it probably will win the user. Yeah.
And it's also
because that's a way. One, it's marketing.
Yeah.
Two, it's a way of gaining trust. In e-commerce, the single biggest barrier you need to break is trust. Period. You are taking my money upfront, or the moment you deliver an item before I even use it. What guarantees are there that item will work? Yet you took my money. Yet I could go to a shop, test everything up to 10 different models, then settle on one and go. And most likely I'm even buying from someone I've bought items before, or someone we have a personal relationship with. But all of a sudden when you come in a brand new site and you want me to spend my money, that's trust. To win it is hard. And whoever manages to get that bit is the one who's going to win the Kenyan e-commerce. That's why you find there's a lot of trading happening on Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook is relationships. Yeah. So those pages, I'm sure some of us here have spent quite some money on those Facebook, because you find so-and-so is a friend with so-and-so, or belongs to this group, or they've bought an item here, or you find them contributing to a discussion somewhere. It's no one's. Yes. This is how our relationships work. You need something, you ask someone. You know, so these e-commerce platforms, that's the kind of thing they need. No technology can fix it.
It's a cultural thing.
Yes, it's a cultural thing. It's a human element. So they need to get it. Educating users on what we are doing, best practices and everything is number one. They need to do it. You don't just engage with merchants because they're the people putting products on the platform. Your users too. They need to be heard. Everything counts, because at this point they'll be the ambassadors. Because the moment someone accepts you, you can trust they can be ambassador to their family member, to their colleague at work. They need to hammer that.
Yeah, and just to remind you, we at Legibra, they're hosting us today. I mean, they always do host us. So just go and visit www.legibra.com. Is it .com or .com? Yeah. To just understand what they do. But basically it's about domain registration, email hosting, I mean all the web design
also
services.
do e-commerce websites, and we make sure they're secure. And make sure we educate the owner of the website, the e-commerce.
Yeah, they can sell you that SSL certificate.
1,500 shillings only.
Yeah, for the whole year.
Now let's talk about our experiences. I mean, you've done, you've shopped online before. I'm sure you've done the same. What is your worst online shopping experience? Emmanuel?
Being sold fake items. By the way, for me, my experiences are not bad, because being sold a fake item, I don't think it's the worst thing that can happen to you. The worst thing that can happen to you is you giving your money and not getting anything at all. So for me, my experiences have been generally good. Maybe because of my level of awareness, but the only terrible experience I've had is basically just getting fake products. That has happened on a number of occasions. only once did I return the product so that I could get my money. That was when I bought a fake Nokia 3310.
Oh, yeah.
So that one costs, it had cost me 5,750. So that's a lot of money. So I returned it, got my money after a week, after they'd done the internal processes and all that. And what saddens me about that episode is I had to prove to them that the product was fake. Like, they don't know what they're saying.
Couldn't even tell it's fake.
Yeah. Yeah. But that was just that. The other time, as I've had fake products being sold on, to me, I was either using a promo code, so in the end I was paying much lower. I was paying a subsidized rate. Yes. Or it was a cheap product, 200, 300 shillings, so I didn't bother. Yeah, like I went and bought a fake someone sold me a fake wireless mouse online on one of these major platforms. They had given me as a result of my shopping activities there, I'd gotten a code. The code took 300 bob off. The mouse was 600 bob, so I paid the remaining 300. I just thought it's too much work to go and haggle over the 300. So I'll just keep the dead mouse and move on as if nothing happened. But take my lessons and probably never buy such things there again. Yeah, that's what I do. And the same is the experience with others. I think I bought a 200 bob item that didn't work. Yeah, other things like buying clothes that don't fit me. I usually give them away because I've done that. I've bought 2 pairs of jeans from another popular e-commerce platform only for them to not fit, or they're just not my types. Yeah, so just give them away.
So how it looks and how it actually is are often
there are enough memes online about about how that is. Yeah, you know, something looks like it will really fit you, but then when it shows up,
how can they fix that?
I don't know, because there's another new e-commerce site that came up towards the end of last year. It specializes in only selling clothes, men, women, baby clothes, and all that. And I've bought from them so many times, I think over 5 times, and they get it right. So I don't know what they do, but these other guys can do the same thing. Yeah, because I think it's just focus. Because those guys, if they can get it right, everyone can. And these other guys are even big and they have resources. The guys I've been buying from, they're just a small stall that has an online presence, and they're trying to grow their customer base. But they get it so right. I've never bought anything that doesn't fit. But then you come and buy from a big player and it doesn't. So yeah, I think there's that. Yeah, it's windy here. So there's that bit. I think it's them too. I'm not a professional seller, so I wouldn't know what they need to do. But there's something they need to do on their end, because online is the way to go. We are not going back where we were again. So they'll need to fix this. And they're not the only ones. I was just checking. Gap was having a huge January sale the other day. Gap US. And go look at the reviews. As much as reviews could be doctored or anything, but even elsewhere, Gap users have very good experiences to share about the platform. Yeah, so we are online to stay. So everyone will need to fix their things, because we want to buy clothes online. We'll still buy clothes online. That's where the world is. That's where Kenya is. And we are not going back to needing to go to physical stores to buy. So anyone who can't fix that will move to the next person. Yeah. Exactly. So I don't know what they need to fix. It just needs to be fixed.
But you spoke of fake products earlier.
Yeah.
And I mean, that brings the question. I mean, do these e-commerce, for example, like Jumia or any other, do they take time to vet these merchants before actually allowing them to sell on their website?
That's a good question. I don't think they do. There's
quite. That's what you need to do.
And then the worst bit is now they've transitioned to allowing products from all over the world coming here using their global programs. That opens up, because Alibaba, which is a global giant, their biggest problem is fake products, and they spend billions of dollars every year trying to fight counterfeits, because they get sued by big brands. Kina Zara sue them because they're the guys who can be identified having sold item X, which is a copycat of. Yes. So now that these local platforms are opening up to global merchants, they're also bringing the same things, while we've not even fixed local problems. So they don't. From my experiences, I don't think they even try. Yeah, they need to, because I just don't understand how I can buy an entirely fake phone. How many hands did it pass through?
I mean, how many more people bought this? Actually,
Yes, and then the other, yes, and then for me, I'm a petty nitpicker, so I'll and I love my tech, so it will be easy for me to find something very small and know this is what differentiates this product from a genuine one. But most users don't even know and wouldn't even recognize. Yeah.
Until it's too late.
Yeah, until it's too late, or yeah, and then the windows. A lot of them, the return window is 7 days or something. If you're the sort that keeps their boxed items until sometime later when you have time to open them, by the time you're opening, it's elapsed. But I don't think they make any effort, and that should be feedback to them that they should make effort.
Some effort.
Yes.
My worst experience was no information about the product other than the specs and the costs. So I don't.
Yeah, it happens. There's no description. I've been to see enough pages like that.
Well, just having maybe even a blog where you can say more about who this product is for, who it's best. It could save a lot of time in me choosing and trying to research, and in the mid of researching, landing in another e-commerce page and buying there, So just to keep me there, give me all the information I need. What are customers asking you every day? Make that. Is it an FAQ? Whatever. Just give me information that will help me buy faster, because that's why I'm there. I don't want to go spend time in the shop, talk to some people. I just want to go there, find the information I need, get what I need, pay, go. So yeah, that was the worst.
And one thing I saw the other day, I read, actually it was last year, a blog on Dixon's website.
It was this year.
This year?
Yes.
On Techish, about fake reviews from a popular e-commerce
no.
site.
Okay, that was last year. I was thinking you wrote a different experience this year.
Yeah,
but yeah, that was
but
last
let's talk
year.
about these fake reviews people do. I mean, first let's start. I mean, why would an e-commerce site, for example, have fake reviews?
It's not an e-commerce site. It's the merchants.
The merchants.
They pay people to come and either place there. That's why, and it's not even a local problem alone. It's everywhere.
International.
Amazon deploys lots of resources to fight fake reviews, and that's why they introduced a verified review program, where verified purchase, where Amazon has your account details, right? So every time you buy an item, they open a window for you to review the item. Now, if you go and review the item, a verified purchase badge will appear right next, tag, so that people know you actually bought the product and you're not speaking as a third party posing
to be a buyer.
Yes. So, but even before we discuss reviews, quite a number of local e-commerce platforms don't even have slots for reviews in the first place, which I find to be bad. I actually usually read user reviews to get a hang of a product before purchasing it.
And I think that's where Facebook is rivaling this
Yes,
now.
exactly. That's why Facebook has an edge over these local
Because now you
e-commerce.
can discuss about that product and
on Facebook people are brutal. I was just seeing someone else put a Republic of Gamers laptop up for sale on Uzanunua and priced it at 145k. Was it 145k? No, at 205,000 shillings. And the reviews down there are brutal, because actual users of the product were there and they were like, dude, does it cost that much? That is what local sites lack, a lot of them. I remember in 2015 I bought a pair of Infinix headsets on Jumia. Now, there was something wrong with what I found inside the box. Ear tips were missing and all that. I wanted to go and review and write that. Found that I couldn't write a review there.
Yeah.
And then I've also bought other things on Jumia, and then you find them sending me emails and text begging me to go write reviews for them. So I'm like, why will you have reviews open for certain products and not for certain products? It bugs me. Like, yeah, the experience is disjointed. It needs to be universal. Let me review everything. Period. Let the merchants come and take feedback. But because that then is when now we have a problem with fake reviews. But right now we even getting the reviews, it's
not
hard.
there.
Yes, that's why you see people coming to Twitter to talk about their experience.
Has anyone
Write
bought
blogs or
this?
something.
Yeah, which becomes hard to track the entire conversation. If I was a merchant, I'd want to find all that in one place, take it as feedback. Because a lot of these merchants, you'll find there is management and then there's the people who serve their customers. Management will need that feedback. Where do they go find it?
Yeah.
Or even the runners of the e-commerce platform themselves could be compiling this and giving it away. But compile from where? Now that you don't even have reviews. Yeah. Because that needs to be there. Facebook, you can rate a place you've been to. So if the experience buying was bad, and people come read those reviews, you can post. So that's why you find Kenyans have actually turned Facebook into an e-commerce platform.
So this could also point to the underlying issue that the e-commerce sites are not actually using consumer data to maybe improve experience or
Yes.
push products that people actually need, or
I'm a frequent shopper on a lot of them. There's not even a recommendation engine that understands me.
Okay.
So you find I actually need to go and look for products. I go to lots of these global sites. Just buy one item. They automatically just do their magic and
oh yeah, and you start seeing everywhere things are following,
and that drives sales, because in the end they want to make sales, right? Yeah.
And they're
don't make me discovering items so hard. Like on Masoko, it's so hard discovering items.
Oh yeah.
That's something they need to work on. It's so hard discovering items on Masoko. Like I need to go to the super deals section, go where, or I've mastered how to shop on Masoko, so I usually have keywords. But how many users? You're not targeting my types.
I tried actually.
You're not even targeting my types. You're targeting every other Kenyan with a mobile phone or with access to the internet to be a customer. It shouldn't be that hard. Yeah, not every one of us. We don't need to have master classes on using keywords on e-commerce.
No, as well maybe what I can say is like maybe we are trying, but we have a long way to go still, right? But
but it's very promising. I like right now. One of the things I like about like now my experience since Masoko started to date, my experience has been I've ordered items. The experience varies from good to bad based on how they ship, how long it takes to get, but I've not had an issue with a product being fake. So what I saw on the website is what gets delivered. So that tells me you're heading somewhere. On Jumia, one thing I really like about them is the deliveries are always on time. Actually, and then they inform you every step of the process. Emails are prompt, texts are prompt. I like that bit. Then the last one which they get right is payments. Payments are just fine. And in instances where I've needed to get my money back, I always get it back. Like it's not even haggling or anything. Yeah. So we are doing everything right. The problem is some of us are customers elsewhere on mature platforms, so we tend to be too demanding. Yeah. But they just need to catch up to us. Yeah. But if you ask me to rate, we are doing well. We just need to just get better. There should be no excuses, because the world we are living in, shopping online is what it will no longer be saying shopping online. We'll just be saying shopping. And to mean online. Yeah.
Interesting. Now, as we wind up, I mean, Mercy, how would you describe the future of e-commerce in Kenya? I mean, where are we heading?
I'm seeing a lot of contextualizing, if you can call it that. What we're talking about, the forms, getting rid of the zip codes, making it more interactive, like to mirror our traditional buying. So how we go, we talk, we cannot compare how we buy to the way the Westerns buy. Then they just go in a store, pick stuff, go. Us, it's a bit more interactive. We talk, we haggle, we bargain. So yes, I'm seeing that there'll be a lot of Kenyans for Kenyans by Kenyans. And I'm also seeing that we are going to open up to other African markets. So we'll be trading like back days, So from Rwanda,
from butter trade.
No, because literally Sahara trade. We were trading all over, but it's not happening right now. But now we have the opportunity again, and I'm seeing it happening. People shipping stuff from Nigeria, selling our bags in South Africa and that kind of stuff. Well, but that will depend on architecture and infrastructure move. But that's where we are headed. It's more Africa.
Commerce will just help open up our continent. If you just go beyond what you're discussing here, African countries are notorious for not trading with each other. It's so easy for you to shop for something on a US-based store right now, pay for it, and it arrives by the end of the week, than it is to find a Nigerian something.
It's very expensive.
You see, those barriers will collapse thanks to e-commerce. But I like something she said about our Kenyanness experience. We were having a discussion on Twitter the other day, and people are sharing the experience using taxi hailing apps. and why this one is better than this one or why they prefer this one. Do you know what came up? The number one reason why people are ditching Uber is lack of localized support.
Yeah.
You're chatting with people who don't even know routes in Nairobi because they're sitting somewhere in swanky desks in San Francisco. There's local offices and local support, and they have a number you can call and talk to actual humans, and get and not robots, and get helped on the go, which is what really matters. So actually when she was talking, I was just thinking, what if my elderly father just wanted to shop online? I'm his tech support, so he'll call me so that I initiate this process. But what if the person he wants to shop from had such a person to help them with the purchase? Just there's this number you can call and then they help you make the order. That would be so much fun. US stores do that. And in Kenya, to cement that trust, they need to do it. If you're to get everyone, provide means of people interacting with you other than online forms.
I think that's what China are doing.
Yeah.
Because now this guy, Jack Ma, he's now targeting the elderly population, and he's trying to help them shop online, and it's catching up, even the rural areas. Yeah,
because you'll need to, there needs to be a number. For me, there was some day I had an issue shopping on Masoko. They have very quick online help there. There's a chat, so I popped it up, got sorted, and that's it. But other people, that's not what works for them. And also it's hard getting that chat if you're on mobile. So have a number that someone can call if they're having an issue with a purchase, or they want to make a purchase and they don't know how to go about it, or they can be helped. Should be so easy.
Make a toll-free number.
Yeah, toll-free, we can debate about that some other day. Because some of the local taxi apps, what they do is you can even call, and they'll, since you already have an account with them, they'll call a cab guy for you. You just need to wait, and then they'll even give the cab guy your number, and then they'll call. What if you could bring this to the e-commerce experience? I want to buy a shirt. I don't know all these other things. Just have someone on the line assist me through it, and that's it. Then I wait for my delivery. That's so much better than back and forth. Me, I'm good with emails, but if you are targeting the entire Kenyan population, emails are not what is going to work. You need to get yes. Even figure out maybe how to use SMS or something.
SSD code.
But the e-commerce people will need to go to the people who have the money, not the other way around, because it won't work as long as those physical shops exist. Because it becomes tedious. Afadhali tu niende town and grab listing for myself. And then the last thing is they need to get warranty things right. If something malfunctions, there should be a clearly defined way of me getting it back, either getting my money or getting a replacement. It shouldn't be hard. If this is going to be the de facto way of doing things, that needs to be handled. When I'm giving away my money, I need to be assured that I'm not throwing away my money. Because some of the hoops could be so frustrating, you just go buy another thing and forget this.
Interesting. Well, of course, we can end this conversation now. Lots of things to talk about. I know, actually, as a Kenyan country, not as a country, I mean, we're really growing in terms of tech. I mean, our tech ecosystem is really growing. We have new innovations coming up. Maybe of this conversation, some of these e-commerce sites might pick some, few tips to try and improve the sites. But I mean, that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Nick Canali.
At Legibra. No, at Legibra. You can find more about Legibra at legibra.com.
And
Chenze here, androidkenya.com, any day, anytime.
And I blog at techtransfer.co.ke. We have a camera guy, David, at elabs. So if you're looking for anything video, look for her. It's David Gitonga. That is at elabs.in.
Look for him.
No, I mean, go online.
And I'm Mercy. Gitonga too.
Elabs. David Gitonga. That is elabs.info. Yes. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to subscribe. Share with us your online shopping experiences, your worst moments, your suggestions, and also, as I said, as always say this in our previous videos, any topics you want us to talk about, remember to leave us a comment. We'll gladly do that. Thank you so much for watching.